Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to crop a live camera preview in React Native's new architecture for Android using CameraX and Media 3 effect, and we will do it for image capture as well. So basically I'll show you how to crop the live camera preview from your camera. So yeah, let's get started. So first, few things to keep in mind. I'm using React Native version 80, which is the latest at the time of me recording this video. Also, all the code related to cropping the live camera preview, showing the live camera preview, as well as capturing of the image has been done via native code. I'm not using any third-party library for this. So yeah, please keep that in mind. So first you need to go to this documentation, sorry, not this one, this particular documentation. So we need to create a Fabric native component. So for this you just need to create a React Native project by running this particular command. So once you run this particular command, like I said, this is only Android tutorial and for Android, so we don't really require CocoaPod. So even if you keep this as false, this is fine. And instead of demo, you can write your own project name, so it's up to you. So once you create the project, here you can see I have created a React Native project. I'll just minimize everything. So here is my React Native project. Now the next thing is we need to create a demo folder and a web view. So here we won't be creating a web view folder, okay, because this documentation is for creating a web view. In our case we are creating a camera component, so I have named it as my camera. You can name it whatever you feel like, but do keep in mind whatever name you give, that name is very important. You need to remember that name because that name will be used in lot other places as well. So here, like I said, we need to create this specs folder as web view. So I will create it manually. I'm not running this command. So here you can see I have created a specs folder inside the root of our React Native project. Then go to Android app src main java com, and here is my camera. Okay, so that's what we are doing over here. So like I said, instead of my camera you can write anything, but do remember, if you are doing this for the very first time, please follow what I'm doing. Okay, then let's just scroll down. Here we need to create a TypeScript file, but the TypeScript file name would be my camera native component.ts. Now native component is very important because with the help of this particular name only code generation will work. So do not miss out native component, that is mandatory. Also I'll just open my terminal. In the meantime, just give me a second over here. I'll just cd to our application as well, and I'll clear everything out. Okay, so let's come back and let's create this file, and let's just copy paste this code. So I have already done it, so you just need to go to the specs folder. Here you can see I have created my camera native component.ts and I have copy pasted it. Now I have changed few things. Firstly, I don't require this source URL prop because we don't require any prop. I have completely removed this. Second is we have this callback called on script loaded, right? I have just refactored it to on image taken, and here is our event. So here you can see we have just success as well as error. So here we have a result of type string. So this result will be basically the captured image URL. So this is the type of event which you are passing, and here we are passing custom my camera instead of custom web view. So that is also very important. Once you do that, let's just scroll down, and here you can see we have this package.json file as well. Again, I have literally copy pasted this code to this. So this is the code which I have copy pasted, and here you can see again we are using my camera over here, rct my camera over here, as well as custom my camera over here. So these are the changes which you need to make. Then you just need to go to terminal and run npm install. Unfortunately this step is missing in the documentation, but given that we have changed our package.json file, it's important you run npm install. So this will install the dependencies. In the meantime, let's just scroll down, and here you need to go to the Android section, and here you first need to cd to the Android folder and then run this command. So I'll just copy this, and here I'll just paste it. So this will basically cd to our Android folder and run this command. So this is basically doing code generation for us. Now in your case it will take a bit of time. I have already ran this command previously, so it was pretty quick for me. Then let's just scroll down. Next, here we need to create the actual implementation file. Now here we cannot copy anything. Our implementation will be completely different, but we need to create this kind of a file. So for that, what you need to do is first you need to go to build.gradle inside your Android app, build.gradle, and here you need to add camera core dependency, camera 2, camera lifecycle. Then you also need to add this camera view, then camera media 3 effect, which is still in alpha at the time of me recording this video, as well as media 3 effect, which is yeah, this is the version. Now if this library does become stable by the time you guys watch it, make sure you use the stable version only. Then go to android manifest.xml. Here you need to add this uses feature of android hardware camera permission, as well as write external storage permission. Then here we have this my camera. So here we just pass react my camera. Okay, so I'll simply scroll through this file. Now firstly you have to write your package lib. There are a lot of imports, so feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like and just copy all these imports. Then here is our theme react context, here is our camera, here is our preview, and here is our image capture. Here is our capture button as well. Here we have this viewfinder of our camera preview view. Here is our camera executor service, and here is our process camera provider as well. Here is our back facing lens. Then here we get hold of our current activity. Then here we set layout params to our viewfinder. Viewfinder is basically the camera preview. Okay, then here we are calling this method. I'll come back to this later on, why we are calling this method as well as its implementation. Then we add our viewfinder to our parent view. Here we set the text of our button background color, text color alpha, set the layout params as well, add it to our parent view as well, and also add a click listener called take photo. Then inside on attached window, if it has camera permission, then we just do viewfinder.post called setup camera over here. Then inside on detach from window, we just do camera executor dot shutdown, and here we do camera provider dot unbind all. Then here we call this particular method. Now why we are using this method is, if you want more details, you can refer to this particular URL. Basically there is an issue open in React Native's repo from past 8 years. It still hasn't been fixed. That's why we need to use this hack. If you don't use this hack, you won't see your live camera preview. Instead you would just see a black screen. Then here we call setup camera, there we do process camera provider dot get instance, we add a listener to it as well. Then here we bind our camera use case, we get the width as well as the height, we also get the rotation. Here we get our camera provider as well. Then here we do camera selector dot builder, require lens facing, here we pass our lens type. Here we define our aspect ratio strategy as well as resolution selector. Here is our preview view. Here is our image capture as well. Here is our use case group builder as well. Here we initialize our media 3 effect. Then here we pass the effect of list crop, and here are the values. Now you can play around with this value. Now when I will show you guys the output, I will play around with this value as well. So yeah, it's up to you what you want to enter over. So this will actually add the crop effect. Okay, then here we add our media 3 effect to our use case group builder, we unbind our camera provider, then we bind it to the life cycle as well. Then here we initialize new camera to our camera. Then here we do preview.surface provider equal to viewfinder.surface provider. Then here we just called take photo method, where we get hold of our image capture. Here we initialize our simple date format. Then inside content values, we pass the display name mime type, and if Android version greater than P, we also set the relative path. Then here we do image capture.output file options. Then here we do image capture.take picture, and here we override the on image saved. So here we get the URI of the saved image. So we, with the help of this method, we send it back to React Native side. Now even this particular method I will show you in a bit, but this is involved process. Unfortunately it's not that simple. Then here we unbind our camera provider. Here I just check whether we have the camera permission or not, and here I have defined 2 variables. Now this entire thing which you see, this is used for sending data back to React Native side. Now this I have copied it from the documentation, which you can refer over here. So here you can see this is the code for it. Now like I said, I have made some refactor to this particular method, so don't just blindly copy paste it, because we don't have this on script loaded, right? We have this on image taken, so that's what I have refactored it. So make sure you copy this. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Then if you again scroll down here, you can see we have this manager class as well. So again I'll just open this react my camera manager.kt. Again this is the package name, these are all the imports to it, and here now this I have copied it from the documentation, but the only change which I have done, instead of web view I have written my camera everywhere. So everywhere where it is written web view, just write my camera, and this particular thing will change on image taken, on image taken, and on image taken. And one more thing which I am not using is I'm remove this code completely, because we don't have any prop as such. Okay, then here you need to create a package class as well. Now this I have copied it from documentation. Again react my camera package. Again like I said, package name should be yours, and everywhere wherever you see web view, you have to write my camera. That's the only thing change you need to do. So yeah, that's all I have done. Okay, let's just scroll down. Then here is our main application as well. So I'll just open that. So here inside our test app main application.kt, here I add this import as well, and here we add React My Camera package as well. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Now let's see how to use it. So just go to app.tsx, and here you can see these are all the imports which I have, and inside this imports we have just this image URL of uState. Here we check whether we have the camera permission or not, and here we just check if platform.os is equal to Android, and if Android version greater than equal to 29. Why we are adding this? Because from Android 10 and above we don't require the right external storage permission. Then here we just call request camera and storage permission. If platform.os is equal to Android, then depending on the OS version we add the OS version we add the required permission. Required camera permission is required for everything, every Android version. Okay, so here depending on if the camera permission is given or not, we just change this particular state. Okay, then inside use effect we just call this method as well. Then if image URI is not equal to empty, then we display the image using the image component, and here we just have this is camera permission granted state, and if image URI is equal to empty and camera permission is granted, we display our camera using this my camera component, else we just display a text saying camera permission not granted. And these are all the styles for it. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Thank you for watching. Bye. Forgot to show you guys the output. So here is the output. I think let's see, I have recorded two outputs. One where the I'll just show you. So inside React My Camera, in one I have kept these all values 0.5, and in one I have kept the values as 5. Okay, so let's just play this. Okay, I think this is the second one. Let's just play the 0.5 one first, where I'm giving the camera permission as well. So I'll just play this. Here you can see it ask for camera permission. I'm giving camera permission, and here I'm playing the recording, sorry, not recording. Here I'm moving my camera. I will click on capture button, and the image is displayed inside image view. Now you might be seeing there is no cropping feature available because the value of minus 0.5 is very less. So in the next demo I change the value to 5, and here you can see now it has cropped drastically. So hopefully you got the point. That's all there is to it. Thank you for watching. Bye.